Honda would prefer to rejoin Formula One, but it could be too late to talk to Red Bull Racing. Along with Honda, Porsche and Audi, other manufacturers might be drawn to the sport. The Volkswagen Group will enter the sport with Porsche and Audi as potential engine suppliers, as this has long been known. Audi considers Alfa Romeo Sauber to be the greatest alternative, whilst Porsche wishes to collaborate with Red Bull Racing. Rumour has it that the deal will be unveiled at Red Bull's home race, the Austrian Grand Prix. But this weekend's Austrian Grand Prix will feature senior Honda representatives, which will likely increase rumours about the company's future in Formula One. Leaving us to question if Red Bull will really reveal Porsche as their new engine suppliers. Also, because the new 2026 engine rules aren't officially confirmed yet, Honda officially left Formula One at the end of 2021. However, Red Bull Racing and AlphaTauri still use its engines under the Red Bull Powertrains brand. This is because Honda serves as a contractor to construct and maintain the powertrains. This agreement is set to expire at the end of 2025, after which Red Bull will use its own internal engine design to comply with new regulations in 2026, perhaps in collaboration with Porsche. The agreement reached with Red Bull last year only gives a modest bit of branding in the shape of the Honda Racing Corporation, or HRC, emblem on the cars. Thus, Honda receives minimal credit for the continued use of its engines. The COVID-19 pandemic was at its worst in 2020, and Honda made the decision to leave in order to redirect its financial and technical resources to the creation of sustainable technologies and to future-proof its automotive division. According to F1, Honda has since come to regret that decision. Honda is still being linked to a possible F1 comeback in the future, maybe as a result of the new engine regulations that the Volkswagen Group is considering, including Porsche's anticipated partnership with Honda's current partner Red Bull. The fact that senior representatives from Honda and HRC will be at the Red Bull Ring this weekend will not eliminate this rumor. Toshihiro Maebe, the CEO of Honda, and Seiji Kiriishi, the chairman of Honda, along with HRC president Koji Watanabe and HRC director Yasuaki Asaki, who oversees Honda's F1 R&D department, are all anticipated to be in Austria as Red Bull guests. Given that the F1 Commission will convene on Friday and that the 2026 engine regulations have not yet been decided, it's likely that Honda will present when those discussions take place. However, it seems that this is more of a courtesy visit to promote Red Bull, which is still a Honda partner, not just through the HRC and Red Bull partnership that was announced last year, but also via the F1 engine contractual relationship. Senior Honda officials have always attended both this event and its home Grand Prix in Japan. The COVID-19 pandemic, as it was in 2020, forced the cancellation of the Japanese Grand Prix last year. As a result, this is the first occasion for the most senior members of both organizations to interact since their successful joint campaign in 2021. Therefore, it appears that Honda's presence in Austria has nothing to do with the future of the program, and no negotiations for 2026 are thought to be in the works. However, Red Bull and Honda need to talk about a short-term agreement, and some of that discussions may happen this weekend. For 2023 and beyond, it's anticipated that the Red Bull-Honda alliance would be restructured in a way that offers Honda a partial comeback to the F1 spotlight. Honda has adopted an unorthodox Formula One approach during the course of the hybrid era. It has only ever provided engines, and the primary vehicles powered by its engines frequently had little to no branding. The agreement between Red Bull and Honda to keep improving, maintaining, and supplying a winning power unit that would never bear their names raised it to a new level. Although the precise amount of adjustment for the following year has not yet been determined, it is almost certainly going to change for next year. It depends on how visible Honda wants to be in the championship that it isn't actually competing in. However, Honda will be more noticeable on the Red Bull next year in some way, shape, or form, either with a considerable amount of more branding or possibly something as simple as renaming the engine. Red Bull, who wants to create some space between Red Bull powertrains and the Honda continuing project, will benefit from this as well as Honda. Red Bull wants to make sure it has access to all the benefits that will be provided to any new power unit makers, including more money to spend and more dyno time, as it will be designing its first F1 engine in what looks like a collaboration with Porsche for 2026. The issue is that Red Bull was supposed to use an engine from 2022 to 2025 under the name Red Bull Powertrains, according to the original Honda takeover plan. And in that situation, the other manufacturers have questioned how Red Bull can be a new manufacturer. Despite claims to the contrary, Red Bull only had authorization to utilize the Honda engines from 2022 until the end of 2025, never actually acquiring ownership of the intellectual property. The IP transfer was originally included in the proposal, but it was effectively deleted when Red Bull abandoned plans for its powertrains company to take over that task starting in 2023, and Honda agreed to provide and maintain the engine starting in 2022. Red Bull probably thinks that by making it more clear that the engines are Honda products, this point will be reinforced. Then, its defense will essentially be that it lacks understanding of current F1 engine technology and the skills necessary to construct, maintain or update an F1 engine, which will ensure that 2026 will see these concessions. It's possible that this has only been discussed in the background up until now, but given that senior representatives from Red Bull and Honda will be on site together for the first time in months, it wouldn't be surprising to see them speak face to face about the issue. Even if a contract is reached for Honda to openly partner with Red Bull once more, it won't signal an impending Honda comeback, because it will still be an arm's length relationship. However, there have been hints that Honda is open to the idea of making a legitimate comeback for the new power unit rules in 2026, with F1 being particularly keen to support that. There has at least been an internal discussion that if Honda wants to make a comeback to F1, it would need to do so as a works team, not just an engine manufacturer. Along with continuing to maintain the engines Red Bull and AlphaTauri are still utilizing, Sakura is still working on F1 R&D. By keeping an eye on the talks surrounding the technical regulations for 2026, it would be possible to decide to develop an engine in accordance with those regulations rather than starting from scratch. However, there are many obstacles that make a Honda F1 return exceedingly unlikely. One of the issues is that the Red Bull powertrain's creation has divided the F1 infrastructure Honda possessed outside of its Sakura R&D site. Thus, the infrastructure needed to field a works team has no place to begin. Although it sounds incredibly premature, there have been rumors that Honda would acquire AlphaTauri and take over Red Bull's sister team. And this would most likely be the best way for Honda to re-enter Formula 1, as Porsche does not want to supply engines to two teams, leaving AlphaTauri without a new engine manufacturer for now. Ultimately, Honda's board would need to do a significant U-turn and make a significant investment if anything meaningful were to happen with reference to the 2026 Honda F1 project. And there are very good reasons to doubt that would happen. These arguments won't vanish just because Honda executives are back at an F1 race. And let's not forget, as a little side note, that Andretti still wants to join the grid as well. It's not happened yet, as Andretti is saying they are being blocked because F1 is acting like a European club. But allowing Honda to re-enter the sport and possibly even as a works team to overtake AlphaTauri would give Andretti a free pass to join the grid as well. This could mean we're about to see a lot of shakeups happen for the 2026 season, and further, with possibly the likes of Andretti, Honda, Audi and Porsche joining the grid. Whilst Andretti is looking to enter the grid as the 11th team, the other brands are looking to overtake or cooperate with existing teams. With Red Bull partnering up with Porsche Audi, seeing Alfa Romeo Sauber as the best option and Honda to overtake AlphaTauri to re-enter the sport. What are your expectations for the new engine rules in 2026? We will see a huge mix-up of engine providers and teams on the grid. Or is this all speculation and will the grid remain the same? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. A lot of things are bound to happen in Formula 1 and we'll be here to inform you on all the latest news. Make sure to like the video if you've enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to stay updated with all our content.